In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, let's take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Here Hold My Earrings. I'm Al, and I'll be your DM today. With me are Henrietta, Yvonne, Laura, Daria, Sophie, and Hannah. Henrietta,
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway, and I play a color star druid named Dalin.
Yvonne,
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Canada, and I play Cracker, a half-orc barbarian.
Laura,
Hey, I'm Laura from Germany, and I'm playing Byleth, a tiefling wizard.
Daria,
Hi, I'm Daria. I'm from Poland and I play a tiefling sorcerer named Zenis.
Sophie,
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm from Wales and I play a human wizard named Charlotte.
and Hannah.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I am from the United States, and I play a wood elf cleric named Feyre.
Excellent. All right. Hannah, I think you volunteered to give us the recap.
Yes.
Take it
So,
away.
after these creatures finished their song and dance, they began to attack, and we began a battle with these creatures. We defeated them, but then more appeared from the shadows, and they screamed and then ran away towards the back of this cavern. Charlotte then shot one in the back. Three creatures escape. Forge had seemed empty, but with no appearance of life. But then we hear this faint banging in the distance. We have a short rest, and then Zanice makes Ashley invisible. Dylan uses a sending stone to send a message to Queen Titania to ask advice about Megara. We follow the sound of the distant banging and we come across a steel door that was radiating heat. Cracker knocks on the door with her battle axe. It moves a little, so we assume it's unlocked. Byleth uses thaumaturgy to open the door. The three earlier escapees are inside this room, which is a giant forge, and there is also a large humanoid creature uh, who we assume is Megara. And we begin to attack, but then the three creatures run away into Megara. There's also a large man in the room. We attempt to talk to him, but none of us understand. Um, and we learn that he is a giant. Uh, he uses body language to communicate and points to us and Megara using his hammer. Uh, Dylan casts telepathy, mind link to communicate with the giant. Byleth goes closer to investigate Megara, and Feyre tries to communicate with the giant about freeing Megara. The giant was captured and owes a debt, but would like to be freed. However, we would have to fight our way out. Byleth casts Enlarge Reduce to possibly shrink the giant to free him. She succeeds, and then he slips out of his chains. He agrees to help if we get him out. Byleth starts to detect magic, and the giant is really not on board with freeing Megara. The giant goes by Hotbeard, and Feyre tells the giant to break the chains of Megara to pay for his debt. And then they close the door and they begin to long rest while the giant starts to break the chains.
Very good.
And
Well done. Point of inspiration to Feyre. Although she probably got a point of inspiration just for, chastising the big old giant. A little 5 feet tall pharaoh weighing all of probably about 100 pounds. And this giant that's, 20 feet tall and you don't know how much he weighs. It's probably not polite to ask. But this guy looks like he's not just tall, but incredibly large and very, very densely built. All right. So you guys have you're basically taking a long rest in between arriving and presumably letting Hotbeard finish off whatever it is he needs to do to help you get access to Megara. Is there anything specific you guys want to do while you're resting? I mean, you obviously have to rest a bit, but you also can take watch. It's not that he's necessarily going to be done just with one long rest necessarily. So you have a little bit of time to explore if you want to, or prepare other spells, set up traps, set up defenses, who knows? Whatever it is you'd like to try.
If someone can give me money, I'd like to learn a spell. I need some moolah, though.
I think we have something in the party inventory. I think still. Let's see. Journal. We have 285 gold, so you can use some of that.
Okay. Good. Very good. So Sophie, first of all, where are you getting the spell from? I hope, is it going to be from the formerly dragonborn, now tiefling wizard that you keep poking in the back with a dagger?
Yeah, I was thinking Master Wizard Byleth. But then again, it would cost a lot of gold, and
She's so good at
Stealing my
sucking up what she
spellbook
what she
while
needs it.
asleep.
Is it a second level spell or something?
yeah, it's second level.
That's
How much?
Maybe.
100?
Oh.
Yeah, should be fine.
Okay.
Well, if she lets you, she doesn't have to let you.
Oh. Violet? May I please copy your spellbook?
Hmm. Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Making her sweat for like 2 seconds. So no conditions. Violet's not going to ask for like a foot rub or,
I'm gonna keep on to a favor.
Oh,
Okay.
Gonna get back to this.
Okay.
all right,
I owe you one then.
Aw.
yeah.
I'll write a little note saying I owe you.
Oh, thank you.
And the next time they're in combat, it'll be like, remember that time I let you copy from my spellbook? I want you to stand in front of me as a
Shoot
shield.
me!
Hey,
Take the
That's
next
my job.
arrow. People are fighting for the right to keep Violet alive. I love
we can be
it.
like one of those little
That's so
Russian
famous.
dolls that like.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And what spell is it that you're going to learn?
I want to learn Misty Step.
Misty Step. Sorry. Yes. Very good. Okay.
I was
So,
so
yeah.
jealous when Byleth just teleported past all the lava.
Right. Okay. So feel free to drag it onto your character sheet. Make sure to make the changes in the spell so that it mechanically
Yes.
shows the full description. It's okay if you didn't think about it until today, but if you're going to do it, especially something like this, better to do it outside the game so we don't waste game time on that. But it's fine.
Okay.
And this way you can prep for the game as well. And I can see that you prepped it so that there's not a problem. Okay, cool. So yes, you will hopefully get a chance to study and learn Misty Step, but let's assume it goes through okay. Anybody else want to do anything specifically?
I want to cast Alarm on the door, especially to know if somebody touches it. Because, I mean, they're not gonna get through easily because of the doorstop thingy. But, if danger is near, then I know. And I think I'm gonna make the sound mentally because
Mhm.
then they can't hear the sound from outside. So
Very good.
yeah,
So you'll be the only person who can hear the sound.
yeah. But I would tell everyone. So
Right. Well, assuming you're conscious.
okay.
Yeah. Very good. Yes, great idea. Well done. So that'll take you a good 11 minutes to cast the spell ritually. Okay.
Important.
And your portent. Yes, go ahead. Do your
Mhm.
portents. Everybody can recover up to half of their total hit dice that they've used. Sorry, half of their total hit dice if they used any hit dice. Wow.
Yippee.
Ooh,
Wow, those are some pretty good
nice.
rolls.
Remember to use them.
Yes, exactly. Remember to use them.
Oh.
When the enemy attacks, I'm going to use the crit.
Yeah.
On Charlotte.
I was going to say
Oh, what do you mean?
that. About the new word. I learned a word. I think it was last week, the 28th. It was samkiche. It was close. Because Zenise said that.
Yeah.
Like, just like that. Can I still learn a new word, or is that?
Like every long rest. So if it's a new long rest, so was
Mhm.
that before was that part of this current long rest? I don't remember now.
I mean, it was not said in a long rest. It was just said like last week, but not when we did a long rest. So I would
Oh,
just learn that then, I guess.
you know what? Let's just stick. You're right. Let's just stick to each calendar week, and this way it'll be like a ritual, like your portent, and it'll be easier to keep track of it actually than if we do it every long rest because then we have to because we have the mechanic where you'll forget if you don't do it.
Uh-huh.
So let's just do it every week. So you can learn another one today,
Okay. Very cool. So,
but you have to write it in the chat.
mm-hmm. I'm thinking about what
Okay. Well, you think about that, and then
uh-huh.
I'm sure Daria doesn't need any preparation. So presumably, anybody else want to do anything other than
2 good berries for everyone,
ooh? All right.
but
So
me.
yes, right. You're not keeping any. Okay.
No.
So make sure you put this in your inventory. Make sure if you have good berries, you don't overstock them because they disappear after 24 hours.
Mhm.
But you can also eat a good berry and it'll fill you up for the day.
I want to learn the word wizard.
Yeah, it's
So
Taroji.
that I never would have guessed that.
How
Oh my God.
is it? How is it pronounced?
Taroji.
Charoji?
Easier to
Okay.
say than spell. That is
Yeah.
that is yeah, that is a Polish word.
If I ever saw one.
Yeah. You got you got multiple Z's, you got a
Uh-huh.
J that looks like it shouldn't be there.
Crazy. Okay. Gonna
Should have
take a long
gone with
time learning
Norwegian.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norwegian looks like a piece of cake compared to that.
Yeah. And it's closer to German.
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
true.
Okay. Well, there you go. Now we did have an agreement that you cannot learn a phrase. You can learn a phrase, but you cannot learn a phrase and then use the individual components because you're not learning the words like you're learning a language properly with, you know, learning how to utilize verbs and grammar and sentence structure and other things. But you will be able to string together a new sentence if you learn all of the component words.
Okay. Sounds good.
Or at least a broken, like a pigeon version, right? So
Mhm.
if you use, wizard, peace, whatever else. I don't know what Frankenstein of a sentence you can create with all these various disparate nouns, but at some point you'll get there.
I think so too.
Very good.
I mean, they'd know I'm a wizard and that I want peace.
Right.
Right.
As Charlotte, Misty steps behind them, and Zanice Misty steps behind them, both with daggers in their hands.
Gonna distract them.
Yeah, that's
So
oh,
weird.
well.
Like, she is a tiefling, however, why does she talk like that? It's a bit, I don't know,
Yeah, with that weird accent.
with a beard.
Very good. Okay, so Delin's handed out some good berries.
Mhm.
Henrietta, does Delin's good berries taste like anything specific?
Raspberries. I love
Okay.
raspberries. Yeah.
All right. Just regular raspberries, chocolate-covered raspberries?
Mm.
With
With honey.
honey.
Oh.
Honey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes sense because they're supposed to be so high energy, right? So honey
Mhm.
would make a lot of sense. All right.
I'm
Excellent.
smart. And I also I didn't use my 4th level spell last time, so I'm going to conjure up a fire elemental to help the giant bang on the chains for an hour.
Oh, okay, right. So
Just
this
to-
was something I was going to mention actually. So Hotbeard has taken a large piece of metal that he was working prior to your arrival. It looks like a semi-curved piece that it's large enough that it could be a shield or a breastplate, but it's obviously not anywhere near finished. And he's holding that against the stone that forms part of the wall of this little alcove in which Megara is being chained up. And he's using tongs to hold that in place between the chain and the wall. And he's got a hammer that he's hammering away at the chain with. And it doesn't seem to be doing very much.
Mm.
Now, he looks over at Cracker with her shiny, gleaming axe that looks like it could cut a hair off a tick's arse, as they might say. And he telepathically asks via the little chain here if he could use that because his hammer isn't going to be sufficiently sharp enough in order to make any dents in the chain.
Yeah, all right. Sure. So I walk it over and give it to him.
And he takes it in his gigantic, meaty hand, and it almost looks like a small eating utensil. It's so small relative to the size of his hand. And he's just like sort of chipping away at it, like he's whittling a piece of wood.
I'm going to give him my spear +1 as well, so he can duel wield.
Oh.
Tick, 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 like little
Well,
drumsticks.
well, he takes the spear first and he picks his teeth with it. And then he uses the spear to lever up one of the chain links while he's chopping away at it. So it does actually work a little bit better.
Yeah,
Uh,
I help.
well done. Yes, you did help. So you're going to conjure a minor elemental?
Yep. Just
All right.
a fire elemental. Try at least to get a fire elemental, so he can stand in the lava or near the lava without taking much
Okay.
damage. I just want to use my 4th level spell
Mm-hmm.
on something useful.
So what size elemental are you trying to create?
The biggest one, just one.
Challenge
Oh,
rating 2 or lower.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. That's a good idea. Let me go grab that. And you want a fire one, do you?
I would like one.
Well, it'll be fire. It'll be of the nature that you want. I just need to find one that makes sense. Remember, it's not always possible to get exactly what you want,
Nope.
but we will find something. Okay. So, from the one of the nearby lava pools, the creature that you had spoken to briefly before reappears. Nope, that's a little bit too big. Pardon? And it looks around and it sees Megara, and then it looks at you and it shakes its head violently back and forth. But it doesn't seem to move away because it looks like it wants to, but it doesn't seem to move away because you've compelled it.
Okay. Uh, I'm going to mind link to hear what she has to say.
Mm. Okay, so before we get into that, just to make sure we get everybody, does anybody else want to do anything? Feyre?
No.
So what is Feyre doing? Just like a little bit of personal grooming? Catching up
Yeah,
on some reading?
probably. Just like peering, watching the hot beard, making sure he's doing what he's supposed to.
Like the overseer. Is she giving like super helpful tips like you're doing it wrong?
Here and there, when necessary.
And although you don't speak any of the languages, Hotbeard just keeps looking over his shoulder, and then the rest of you just hear this loud sigh like a bellows going off. Very good. Okay. How about Zanice? Is Zanice doing anything specific?
I'm just looking at Charlotte as she copy her spell.
Ah.
Are you making sure that I do my homework?
Yes.
Is Zanice curious as to how the wizards do all their magic?
Yeah.
Or she thinks it's a bit too much work because Zanice just sort of snaps a finger and the rest of them have to spend hours and hours studying.
She's just looking and thinks, why do you have to copy that? Oh my god. That's weird.
It's such a hassle. All right, very good. Okay, and Cracker, aside from the obvious set of burpees.
I'm just watching him like use my axe. I'm watching him carefully and make sure he doesn't chip it.
Ah, right. Very good. Yeah, roll a perception check. Or if you want something else that would make sense, you let me know.
No, I'm just watching.
Okay.
I'm just watching.
Yeah.
11.
So your experience with dealing with physical objects really is related to your time as a tavern and bar manager. So you've got an idea of, what might break a couple of mugs or ceramic dishes. When it comes to hammering out metal and using magical items to do it, not really your area. So every time he like chops away at this magical metallic chain with your precious axe, you just feel these hackles rising on the back of your neck as you watch and cringe at the thought that this huge semi-humanoid looking creature with the rippling muscles might just accidentally damage it. But you can't really tell for sure if it's actually doing anything until you ask him to stop to re-examine your weapon. Do you want
Okay.
to do that?
Nope, I'm not. I'm just watching him.
Okay.
Cringing.
Yeah, it's like literally bang, bang, and you're like,
Ow.
oh, easy, oh, God, oh. Watching the budget movers move all your precious electronics and little glass figurines. Okay, so back to Delin and her little friend. So you reestablish your telepathic link, and the Azure says, Yeah, she's very powerful.
We know.
She can create more elementals and control them. Although I am not susceptible to damage from fire, they're so powerful they could still hurt me.
Yeah, but we are trying to free her.
But she is a creature of pure chaos. I'm a lawful creature. What she would do is completely unpredictable. I am bound to you. I must follow your commands for the duration of this magical spell, but I must warn you against this path. We cannot know how she will react if you free her. She has been asleep for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. It was her choice to go to sleep. Legends have it that she got bored of the wars. She wanted to take a break. But it wasn't her choice to be chained for the last 1,000 years and used as this magical source of heat and energy for the purpose of commerce. We don't know how she will react. Are you sure this is wise?
No, I'm not sure.
Do you actually respond with that?
Yeah. I haven't been sure since we start talking about this, so
Oh. Well, once the spell has completed, I shall return to the plane of fire. You will still be here. You may be able to convince Megara that you have helped her, or maybe she won't care. Perhaps you can redirect her interest, and she will want to return to the plane of fire herself. But there are few more powerful than she, and only Kasuth has true dominion over her. And even he is indifferent at best.
Huh.
Do not make the mistake of thinking you can command her. Others have tried and failed. Right. What do you command that I do to help this fire giant? Oh, it's him.
him who?
And she's looking at Hotbeard. That's Count Hazundar, Duke Zalko's lieutenant. He's part of the group of fire giants and drow that were sent by Duke Zalko to try to free Megara so that they could enslave her for their own uses. Why is he here?
I think he was captured and he was chained and had to do the things that the dwarves wanted him to do, as far
You
as I know.
you traffic with dangerous individuals,
I know.
and you wish me to help
Well,
Hazundar free Megara?
right now I just want you to sit there and we are going to do a huddle and
Well,
discuss.
you do know that regardless of how much damage he does to those chains, she will not be awakened fully until you release her from the binds that have been placed upon her by the water elementals that were summoned from the beginning.
Right.
The Delzoon dwarves of thousands of years ago are the ones who found Megara asleep and peacefully alone and bound her in place, not for the sake of using her, but simply for protection for themselves. And it is the water elementals that keep her sedated. Some of them were destroyed, the summoning areas that kept them coming back. But there are still enough in place that she remains asleep and generally less of a danger.
Yep.
But I shall sit here for as long as it takes, or until the spell ends, and await
you.
your command. I hope you make the right choice.
So do I. First, I'm going to put my hand in the bag of holding and summon the goat, scapegoat, and I'm just gonna kind of roll it in my hand and just, is it worth it? Should I just go? I'm tired of this shit. And we need to huddle, and I'm going to explain everything she said to everyone.
Okay. Well, technically, although Hotbeard or Count Hazundar has started to chip away at these chains, you haven't done anything really irreversible yet. So you don't need to use the scapegoat to get out yet.
No.
But of course, you may want to do that later.
I was just thinking about me. I just wanted to get it out.
You just
Still on the evil spectrum.
Didn't do it.
literally leaving a hot mess for everybody else.
Yeah.
Mommy needs some me time.
Yeah. Needs me time.
All right. You can. So as Delin, decides whether or not she's gonna bug out with her Jeroboam of Chablis, we once had a party in a private room and in a one of these incredibly highly rated restaurants, and we ordered 2 Jeroboams. And I'm like, oh my God, we were trying to finish it just for the sake of saying we finished 2 Jeroboams, but that was a lot of wine. They're not just big physically, the amount of wine, it just seems like it's never ending. Anyway, okay, so what are you gonna do? What do you say?
I'm gonna tell them everything she said. And what do we do? I think this is yet another thing to put in the con column. And I think that the con column is kind of overweighing the pro at the
Yep.
moment.
Yeah, me too.
We have an alternative.
Do we?
Leave?
Yeah.
So we gave
Betray
Ashley
Ashley.
and them our word,
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
y'all
whatever.
did.
and some pieces of Byla's mustache.
I love how that's the important bit. Never mind that you let a bunch of their comrades, dwarves, human intelligent creatures get locked into 15 years of slavery to
Well,
save
They
your
were
butts.
treated better there than they were with these dudes.
Yeah, and they're dwarves. They live for a long time, so 10 years
Yeah.
isn't that much.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just a blip. I really don't know. I don't feel good about this at all.
No, it seems mental.
And she might also just kill us all when she's released
Yeah.
and wreak havoc.
Ping, 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 ping. He just Count Hazundar is just hammering away at these chains.
But isn't she our best option? Our only option right now?
Well, she's a means to get rid of the black mold, but she can't do anything about the problem, the main problem, which is Sakmoy.
Well, strictly speaking, you don't know that.
Well, of course, but I don't think we can kind of force her or convince her to do anything about it. I don't think she cares.
But wouldn't she
honest.
be angry?
Well, she went to sleep by her own choice. And if
But then
we
she was
wake her up,
captured.
yeah, but if we wake her up and she doesn't want to wake up, she will be pissed at us. And she's chaotic. There's no reason. She has no reason.
And
So
What
just to
if
be
we wake
clear,
her up?
just to be clear, I'm not trying to influence your decision, but just to be clear on what chaotic and lawful means. Lawful means you basically follow a set of rules. Those rules may not be the same rules other people follow, but you adhere to them. Chaotic means that you can do things that are unpredictable, but it doesn't mean you wouldn't do something that's lawful as well.
of course,
Right. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that, not just
yeah.
you, Henrietta. So you know, a chaotic person is chaotic not because they always do the opposite of what makes sense. It's that that would be, you know, neutral is somebody who might do lawful things when it suits them. Chaotic people may do lawful things, but it may not be predictable, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So, just to be clear. Okay.
I just don't actually see a reason why she would help us. If she's went to sleep being tired of war and we wake her up in another war, I don't
So
think she's going to be happy with us.
now, when you did this huddle, did you invite Ashley to the huddle?
I didn't invite her. No.
Well,
But
is she excluded from the huddle? Because she can see that you're all huddling together,
yeah.
and she heard you describe all of these things from the Azure to the rest of the party.
Yeah, I can't be bothered to try and keep her away. I think I'm just tired.
Oh, is it too much for you, Henrietta? I'm sorry.
No, I know what I want to do, but it's hard.
Well, Ashley will, aside from looking disappointed, she will say, "It isn't so much that we need her to do all the fighting or the destruction. As much as anything, she is our best chance to reach Kasuth. If she just wants to go back to the plane of fire, all she needs to do is deliver a message. Now, she went to sleep by her own will. She did not choose to be enslaved, and as much as we care about following the law, it isn't fair that she should be chained against her will, which initially was supposedly under the guise of safety and protection and to stop a potential catastrophe, but is now being turned into a form of exploitation for commerce. The dwarves here, and to be fair, the Duergar before them, and the dwarves before them, and the humans who lived here briefly, and the Illithids, have all, in one form or another, utilized the power and fire and heat that she generates to create magical items for their own purposes. The dwarves have made so much gold from this that they funded expeditions to retake all of Gauntlgrim several times. King Brunor is only the last of the successful attempts. The Drow at one point even had Gauntlgrim in their control and tried to turn it into another city. It was supposed to be a better version of Chednasad, which itself was supposed to be a city free of Loth's influence and to some extent the influence of House Benra, who obviously are the dominant power. Nobody knows how she's going to react. It's not a guarantee that she goes on a rampage. I mean, she's been locked up for over 1,000 years. She may just want to stretch her legs. Surely you can understand that. You races are supposed to be more, I don't know, compassionate when it comes to slavery. For us Duergar, this is a normal part of our lives.
And besides, she might have gone to sleep willingly, but she's been asleep for so long, she might have tried to wake up, but hasn't been able to because she's been enslaved.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I
Well,
have
speaking
no
for
idea
my
what to do. Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Well.
Speaking for myself, I'm not a fan of slavery. I'm kind of like very much a half orc who thinks that slavery is pretty bad, considering how half orcs have been treated. So I'm all against slavery, but I'm not so much for burning to death in this cavern.
Well said.
It's a conundrum.
Yeah. And well, I have some experience of letting powerful creature out of their prisons, and it didn't go very well the last time. Not that we
Mm.
intend to release that one, but everything kind of went to shit after that.
Well, if things go to shit again, we still have that freezy device from Relachululu.
Mm. Good.
How long
Maybe
will
we can
that
pew
last?
pew and freeze her again.
Also, the people who don't want to let her out are the people who have had her enslaved for the past thousands of years.
Well, I'm all for releasing her. I don't like slavery either, but it's kind of the consequences of releasing her. But we have no idea what she will do.
That's just a part of life.
Very existential of you.
That was
I
so wistful.
Yeah, I mean, we made this promise, and I don't know. I don't see any other like immediate option right now. But I'm
True.
also torn.
Well, if anything goes wrong, I'm going to blame you, Ashley. And I'm going to throw you on the cart. I guess there aren't any buses here, so.
Mithra Orb.
I mean,
Oh.
presumably we still have quite a bit of time, because even if he does break those chains, we still have to go and handle whatever all that was about with the water elemental things.
Well, we should probably conjure a water elemental to have them begin to break whatever they've placed on her.
Well, I can't do that until tomorrow.
Yay.
So we have at least until tomorrow. And get over
Yeah. But we can also be visited in the night by some dwarves that won't be happy. So we might even not even live tomorrow.
it. Oh,
This
good.
is this is turning so morbid.
Just
Why are we even
realistic.
here? Why do we
Yeah.
even bother?
Yeah. Maybe we should just go home.
What's the point, really?
What's the point of it all?
We're all gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Chult and just retire and race dinosaurs.
No. Let's stay clear of Chult. They know us there.
Might be onto us.
Yeah.
Just dye your hair a different color. Nobody will recognize you without purple hair.
Right.
Ashley will say, if you want to free Megar, you'll need to destroy the water elementals. The summoning stations are the ones that keep the water elementals returning. It isn't possible to just free her by bringing in one water elemental. You have to destroy the physical summoning locations. Otherwise, they'll just keep spawning new ones.
And where are these locations?
I don't know. I've never been here before, but I imagine since there are other locations that we can see that oversee the forge area, and she points up at the various outcroppings that you can see from the main room, here and here. Presumably one of them has access, if not all of them.
Violet, can you send Evie to look?
Ivy.
Yeah, I was
Ivy,
gonna
sorry.
say only
Sorry,
if you pronounce her
Ivy.
name correctly.
Evie, Ivy.
No problem. Ivy. Yes.
Ivy.
You can, you know, do what you have to do, and I'll give you
Yeah,
a treat after.
because Violet is a charoji. Was that
I think I'm.
close? I don't remember.
That was very good.
Okay. We're all learning tiefling. Uh, all right. So, which one are you going to go ahead and move Ivy? I think you've got access to her token, right?
I mean, it's either this or that, right?
Yeah, there's at least two that you can see. There may be more scattered around further back, but these are the two closest
Okay.
ones to Megara.
I'm going to look through her eyes and go to this first.
Okay. So what Ivy sees, or what you can see through Ivy's eyes rather, is something that looks a bit similar to the control stations that you saw in Blingdenstone's new city.
Oh no.
Now, it's not the same. It's definitely different. First of all, the gnomes are very small, and the dwarves, although they're not tall, they're much bigger. Uh, but it is clear that this is something that looks like a controlling station. There are lots of various buttons. There seem to be uh, sections on the wall that have what you now recognize as Dwarven script. Of course, Violet is not fluent in Dwarven. It is Zenise that is. So you can't read it, but you've become familiar enough with the various bits of Dwarven that you've been seeing and that Zenise has been translating for the party that you can recognize the writing. And it could be anything, if you wanted to try to investigate what it is, you might be able to get a sense. Uh, there are also two separate passageways that lead out of the room, and one of them goes down, straight down from this alcove, this outcropping, and another one seems to immediately turn, and that's all you can see from this location.
Okay.
But the one that turns doesn't seem to go down. The one that goes straight back, you can see that it's like a stairwell, right? You can see that although you can't see the stairs going down, you can see that the ceiling is slanted downwards, so you can infer that there's a stairwell going down.
Okay. I'm going to try this one out
Okay.
immediately afterwards before
Okay.
telling anything.
All right. So the setup is very similar. The primary difference is that the first one, the curving stairwell, was curving to the left as you're looking in, so it's heading towards Megara. This one, it's not stairwell, rather, the curving tunnel. The curving tunnel turns to the right as you're looking in, also towards Megara. But otherwise, the other stairwell looks like it's going straight back and down.
Okay. I'm gonna tell that to the party.
Okay.
Lots of buttons and stairwells.
Too bad Moxie
But-
isn't here. With all the buttons.
Yeah. I mean, the left one seems to be more connected to Megara. And the right one had like this dwarven, something dwarven that I can read. Did the right one have the left one have that too?
Oh, sorry. Yes, they're very similar. So they both have sections of wall that have lots of writing on them. The one thing that you can tell without reading the Dwarven script is that, unlike plaques that just have a lot of text sometimes, these seem to have lots of boxes with writing in various boxes, and some of the boxes had no writing in them. So it was like a big box with lots of little boxes and writing in some of the boxes.
Okay. Was there also writing on the buttons, like control panels? Maybe like I don't
You
know.
can
Also in
I-
Dwarvish.
Yeah, Ivy can see Ivy from her location and her with her excellent eyesight can see that there is at least some of the larger buttons definitely have some writing. Whether or not some of the smaller buttons has writing, you'd have to be closer to tell. If you want her to fly in, she could definitely fly in and take a look.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So she sees the little scrawl. You can see through her eyes that there's like scrawling dwarven script in a lot of the cases. It's all carved into metal, little bits of metal that seem to be hammered or nailed into place. The actual consoles are some combination of stone and metal and some zirkwood that has decayed for the most part. Occasionally, you come across a piece that looks like it's been refurbished, especially with the zirkwood having been sort of replaced, and it's obviously new. But beyond that, you don't see anything else that's very obvious. There's
Okay.
buttons, there's levers, there's humming machinery.
Well,
Mm,
I can't discern what it says now, but I could uh cast comprehend languages and then do it again, I guess. It would take an
mm,
hour.
well, you'd have to do it yourself, right? Because if you pull up the spell,
Oh,
you have to touch the thing to read script.
oh yeah, that's true. So I cannot let Ivy touch the thing because I can cast spells on her that have the range self.
Yes, so it's a very good point, and it's a good idea. That particular aspect of it is to allow people who specifically want to have that ability to cast something like Shocking Grasp, which then delivers a magical attack. Uh, but well, let's post your find familiar spell and post comprehend
It's the
languages.
last one. The
Oh,
last.
oh, sorry, I was scrolled up for some reason. Apologize. Okay. So the spell comprehend languages isn't a spell with a range of touch.
Yeah, that's
That's the
also what I thought. Uh-huh.
that's the trigger word. I know sounds
Okay.
obscure.
That's fine. I get it.
It's also the case
Okay.
that in general that familiars and animals like wild shape forms, if you can't do something in that shape, then you can't do it, regardless of whether or not your character can do it.
Mm,
So, when Delin turns into a cat, she can't speak. She can't cast spells, not just because it's not specifically that the wild shape prevents her from doing so. She turned into an ape, which basically can do a lot of things that humans can do, right? Or humanoids. She could probably cast spells.
huh. Well.
So just to keep that in mind. But
Mhm.
it's a good idea. So it's a good conundrum. Do you guys want to think about what you're going to do? Shall we take a break?
Yeah, I need to think about this.
Yeah. So why don't you guys think about it? Think about what you want to do. Think about how you want to go about doing it. So I'd like you to come back with two answers, right? Think about what you want to do in terms of yes, no, freeing her. Think about if you want to free her or if you don't want to free her, what your next step is and how you intend to go about it. Going through, dealing with the water elementals, finding it, dealing with the dwarves, explaining to them what happens, getting out. How do you address Megara if you do free her? What do you do with the fire giant if you don't free her? Because you did promise to free him.
So many
If we,
questions.
well, if we don't free her, that says something about promises we make, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, not really a problem there.
Well, it is in the sense that he's no longer chained,
Oh yeah, and he has my bloody axe.
and he has your bloody axe and a bloody spear, and he wants to get the fuck out of there.
Fine. At least we can keep one promise.
Because the dwarves won't mind that you didn't free Megara, but you only freed their political and military prisoner, who also happened to be their master smith.
Yeah. It's going to go so well.
What
It's
could
just
possibly
life.
go wrong? That's just life. That's just
Yeah,
life.
that's life.
Rick the roller will be so disappointed.
Oh no.
All right, so let's take it feels like you guys need a full 10 minutes for this one.
5 hours.
You guys come back in like 5 minutes or whatever it is, and then discuss it and make sure you come to a conclusion. I'll be on listening, but I won't do anything until 10:33. Okay? So you
Okay,
guys
so
have some time.
Alright.
I have time to grab a tea. I'll be
You
right
have
back.
time to get turn. Okay, spill the tea. Bye.
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 Hi, we hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, roll initiative, yell back,
Here.
Hold my earrings.
Here, hold my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
okay, all right, so you're going to free her. So good. So that was a good, I mean, I'm just happy that you made a decision.
Yeah.
Ashley looks at you. Look, if you're going to blame me for this, I don't see the point. I'd like to have my dead members back and those who were taken into slavery. So, yeah, sure, you can blame me. Bring me back my friends.
Well,
That
those who are alive will come back in about 10 years, so they'll be back.
she looks at you very disappointed, just shaking her beard. Okay, so you've decided you're going to free Megara. What is your plan for freeing her? You're working on it, obviously, you'll have to figure out something to do with the water elementals. You've already got Hotbeard working on the chains. And then how do you plan to approach her when you're done?
And then
Um,
Feyre with her finger.
Sorry, what with her finger? What are you going to do to her finger?
Feyre using her finger to intimidate her.
Oh, right. I thought you were like
Hmm.
shoving a finger up her nose. I'm like, what? You're going to finger her? What are you going to do? What? Okay.
Go on, Farah.
Yeah, Feyre, she's got the
I got this.
Very confident. I like it.
level
That's
2
always a
cleric.
help action on her.
Level 2 cleric. Yeah, that's right. I can give her guidance. That'll do it. Okay. I mean, if that's your plan, that's fine. Okay.
Is that actually our plan?
I'm asking you. If the sarcastic
thought-
tone of disbelief hasn't come across clearly.
I thought Dylan was gonna like persuade her, as she always does.
Me?
Yeah, you're the leader.
I am not.
You're all
Um,
leaders.
We don't even know if she's willing to talk, so I think we just have to wing it, like we always do.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if she doesn't want to talk, we run. And we run
Okay.
fast.
I like this idea.
And
Are
now Charlotte has missed a step as well, so she can run even faster.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, just an extra 30 feet. I mean, that's not gonna.
Everything helps.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. And what about Count Hazundar?
You can hold her off for us.
I can talk some sense into her. Yeah, they're friends, right? Isn't that how this goes?
When you came in, Hotbeard was literally dipping what looked like a sword blade into a piece of Megara's thigh to try
Yeah,
to
but,
help
you
purify
know,
it.
he was enslaved, she's enslaved, they've got a bond.
Literally,
He was forced. Yeah.
literally have a bond.
Yeah.
Well, if we
He
need
wants
to,
enslave her.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them refers to the other as the ball and chain.
I can always prepare a polymorph and smuggle him out if we need to.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Still
mean,
got
he
that goat
almost.
handy.
Meh.
Well, we need to. Is there any stairs or anything up to these alcoves or? What they
Yes.
Well, not immediately around the forge area. Further back there may have been, but Ivy was able to just fly through. This is not, there's no glass or partition. It's just some columns of support. So you could even theoretically just climb up there if you wanted to.
Can we climb up there?
Well, you'd need rope, but don't you guys have like 1,000 feet of rope or something?
Well, I have at least 50 feet of rope.
I think some of you have like some
I think I
fancy
have
rope.
some too.
Yeah, we have some silken rope. And
I could Misty step up there.
No,
can't see it.
Oh.
you can't see it. Yes, exactly. Plus, it's also quite far.
Bugger. Bugger.
So,
I do have a grappling hook, so we can send Ivy up with a grappling hook, and she can kind of fasten it, and we can climb out.
ooh,
Mm.
Let's do it.
I
okay.
also have crab bones.
Crampons.
Which actually, when you think about it, that would be a better word for tampons than actual tampons, right? Because you kind of get them when
Mhm.
you're having cramps.
Cramp-
So,
Yep.
crampons, yes. Yes, you have crampons, you've got rope, you've got everything you need. Isn't it amazing how if you just pick up everything like Henrietta always does, and you store it and you remember that you have it, you can eventually use it for something interesting. Okay.
We're probably all going to have to pass an athletics check or something.
Thank you for that. I hadn't realized that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well done,
No.
Sophie.
No.
No, I was going to have you do an athletics check. Absolutely.
So go up last, and I can guide all of you.
Right. Well, you can guide them.
Like a gym coach.
You can keep
I'm
the
gonna use
rope
the
between your
massage.
knees. Use your feet. Tie the rope between your feet. I mean, in theory, you could just have Cracker pull each of you up
Yeah,
with the rope.
I could do that.
Good idea.
Why am I helping you? It's not
I
as
don't
much
know.
fun if I help you. More fun when you guys make your own mistakes.
So have we completed the long rest then, right?
Well, have you? I don't know.
I don't know. Have
You
we?
can you can if you have you can if you want. We haven't rolled perception checks or anything, but
Oh.
I didn't want to like be one. I didn't want to be a jerk and say, "Oh, you've already done your long rest, and so you can't make any changes." But if you want to still make some changes, like to your spells or some other things you want to do before your long rest, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, I need to.
What spells are you swapping?
Sorry, I don't know yet.
Okay. Do you want to think about it? Anybody else want to do anything else before we do the long rest, the full long rest? You can attach the rope before the long rest if you want to do that.
It's a good plan.
Okay. So let's
Sorry.
have a. So how does? Can you describe the mechanic by which Ivy's going to do this? Is she using grappling hook? Is she just threading a rope through one of these pillars or whatever it is and dropping the other end down? She doesn't have the dexterity to tie a knot, so she. Yeah,
Oh.
well, she's got claws,
Yeah,
right?
no, I get it. Well, she has the belt, and I would say that maybe the belt is like kind of cool. It has like things to let her like take the grappling hook, so that it's easier for her. And then I guess she just fly around. I don't know. Do we want to go to the left, to the right one? I'd say the left one is more connected to Megara.
I feel like they're
Megara.
connected to each other.
I've been playing too much. Yeah. I'll just make Ivy fly around the pillars a few times
With just a rope?
to with the
Sorry.
grappling hook.
Oh,
Yeah,
with a grappling
with the
hook.
rope. I guess with the grappling hook, yeah, and to make it like kind of steady.
So you're having Ivy carry the grappling hook and rope in her beak or claws or something, fly up, thread the grappling hook and rope a couple of times around several pillars, and then attach the grappling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I would do. If nobody else has more experience, they could also be like, "Oh, you have to do this," and then I'd say that to Ivy.
I feel like
Yeah,
Zanice with her engineering background, Daria with her
Mhm.
engineering background is going to come up with some very clever.
Fly up there.
The grappling hook just needs to catch on something, and that's a pretty rocky formation, so it shouldn't have
Yeah.
too much problem.
I think so too. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's Ivy's strength? Let's have Ivy give us a strength check.
Mm-hmm. It's -4.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can use my portent for it. 19.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yay.
All right. So Ivy struggles initially, but then you give her the old, it's not quite guidance, is it? And then she just sort of feels
Fine.
divine. Yes.
Divine help.
She spreads her wings. She starts to glow briefly. You hear angels singing in the background, and she flies her way up to the top. She manages to thread several pillars and then attach the grappling hook to the ledge. And you give it a tug, and it seems pretty securely in place.
Hey.
Who's up next?
Are we long resting and then I'll climb up?
Oh, yeah, right. Do you want a long rest now?
Sure.
I'm good
Okay.
for it.
Okay, so everybody give me a perception check.
Ooh.
I'm getting woken up if
No.
somebody's by the door.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Right.
but where's it?
Seem pretty alert.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
You
wait.
guys
I'll
are.
use my inspiration. Or can I not do the buff afterwards?
No, you need to declare it beforehand,
Damn it.
but it's
Okay.
fine. Okay. So most of you are on pretty high alert. Charlotte is just like mouth open, collecting flies, drool forming at one corner, At various times you hear what sounds like hammering from the other side of the door.
Hmm. That's not good.
Do not get alerted.
Yeah, you got alerted.
Okay. Someone's at the door.
Oh. Okay. We're all up now. I'm assuming we're all awake.
If you want to.
Oh yeah, I'm awake.
Is this that dwarf song?
Shh.
Huh. We might be running out of time here.
Can we make a
We
run
get a
for
long
it?
rest.
I don't know. Did we get a long rest in, or some of us got a long rest, or?
All right. So just had to get
No,
to the
we just
chorus.
started.
Well, we got to play game, right? So they're obviously chipping away at the door. The alarm's gone off in your head. You can hear it. They don't seem to be making much progress, as far as you can tell from your side of this, whatever it is, 2,000-ton steel door. You want to continue your long rest?
No.
Maybe we should climb up and do the rest of the long rest up there, or try to.
Sure. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
And what do you do with Hotbeard?
Yeah.
He's fine where he is.
He's chopping stuff.
Okay, so you're gonna leave him with your +1 axe and your
I
+1
know.
spear.
Yep. Super great.
Oh god.
Okay. And
Maybe
No, maybe he can use something else.
he
Just
can
go.
use my spear. That's no problem at all.
Okay.
But
Okay, I'm gonna go ask him for the axe back.
he looks down at you, seems a little disappointed, and he hands it back.
Thanks.
Aw.
And then he takes the spear and he kind of tries to chip away at the chain with the spear, and you can see it's literally like poking, it's like trying to knock down a house with a needle.
Give him back his old hammer.
Well, he's got the hammer,
He's
but the
got that.
hammer doesn't work very well because the chain is magical and his hammer is not magical.
Do we have any other magical stuff in our inventory here? In our bag?
just my shield.
There's nothing else in there, right?
So you can kind of use the spear as a chisel, and just boink on it with his hammer or with my shield. Or
Yeah, he'll take that and do that.
I need
Well,
that back afterwards.
We'll see. I can't use it. It's too small, but it may not survive.
You better.
Or
My
what,
favorite shield.
little one?
It's my favorite shield.
Well,
I'm getting tired of being bossed around by you little ones. One is bad enough.
I glare at the giant.
All right. No need to get heavy with me.
The only problem
Honestly.
is if the dwarves break through while we are either sleeping or out on summoning circle destroyment. But what does he do then?
What do you tell him to do?
I don't know. I'm asking the others.
Attack.
By himself?
Wake us up. Hey, they're here.
Yell for help.
Yell for help.
But attack.
You suspect that if he gets to combat, this guy is not like a silent killer. He's probably going to make noise. If there's a full-on battle between dwarves and a fire giant, you guys are going to wake up, even if you're upstairs.
I just guess we try to get up there and finish our long rest.
Okay. And your Azure is already gone by now, right?
Yeah, probably after an hour.
It's only 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All right.
who wants to roll their strength check to get up there?
Me.
Okay. Are you raging?
Yes, I have rage on. Sorry. I'm raging. But I think 17 was pretty good anyway, but I'll go again here just in case. It's a
Well,
I can take two of you. No, okay, forget it.
Okay. So it's actually a strength athletics check. So you would have, but it's
okay.
fine. It's 17 sufficient. It's just
Okay.
a dangling rope. It's not the easiest dangling rope, but it's just a high dangling rope.
I have a feeling I'll be making a few of these because I'll be pulling everybody up, right?
So how do you plan to do that? Like, what's the mechanism by which you're pulling? Are they holding on with their hands, or are you doing something else?
No, I think they're probably strong enough to hold on by their hands while I pull hand over hand, pull the rope up.
Okay.
And they grab the side and pull themselves in. I'm hoping.
All right. Who's next?
But who feels strong enough for that?
I mean, it's only a 60-foot drop.
Yeah. Who's got feather
I'll
fall?
take the risk.
Okay.
Okay. She's brave.
I
All right. All right. What does Delin say?
Hold on tight.
That's good guidance.
Yeah.
Is it athletics or strength?
It's athletics. If you have proficiency in athletics, then it makes a difference. Otherwise, it's just strength anyway.
I'll I'll use my inspiration.
Ooh, excellent. Well done.
Yeah.
Plus a
Oh.
D4.
Hmm?
Plus a D4.
Oh, cool.
Two d20 rolls, 2d4 rolls. So that's 12.
Okay.
Your second roll.
There we go. Yeah.
All right, well done. Okay, so you got a 12 is your
Mhm.
highest one. Cracker, you roll to pull her up. All right.
Yay.
Okay,
Okay.
1 up.
Who's next?
Violence again on the next one.
I can try.
Yeah,
Oh.
go for it.
Can I use the help action on Cracker to like pull
Yes.
with her?
Absolutely. You absolutely
so
can.
nice.
So you're pulling behind her? You're pulling on her waist
Mhm.
or okay,
Yeah.
great. Pulling her hair.
No, I'm
Not
not doing that.
helping. It's not helping.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right.
Okay, athletics.
So Cracker gets the help action, so she gets advantage.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you know,
very nice.
Charlotte was just sort of being slowly levered up. Cracker this time, you know, with the help of Charlotte and presumably put a little spit on her hands and just yanks so hard, and Violet just hangs on for dear life, and she literally goes sailing through the front window, goes rolling across the floor
She's in.
in a gymnastics tumble, and
She's
stands
gliding
straight
up.
That was fun.
Stands straight up with both arms outstretched. Very good.
Ta-da.
Give
Oh,
her a 10.
Yay.
yeah, Ivy puts up all 10 pin feathers. Okay, who's next?
Me.
All right.
Violence again.
Okay.
I'll help again.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
How is that impossible?
I don't know. That was weird.
Oh my god.
Now, usually you want Cracker to be successful pulling you up,
I
but in this
know.
case, the more successful she is pulling you up, the further up you get before you fall. So let's hope that Yvonne and Cracker roll a low number. But she gets the help action from
Yep.
Charlotte.
No.
Oh.
Well, 10's not far.
Yeah,
Why am I
10's
getting
about
the same number?
we'll call it about two-thirds of the way up.
Oh
Because
my
you
goodness.
didn't need a 20 to succeed. So 2/3 of the way up. So 60 feet, 4d6.
Oh my god.
46 falling damage for Zanice. You want to roll it?
Please.
16 points of damage. Boom. Oh, that must have hurt.
Ah, shit.
9 back.
Thank you.
Try again. Do it again. Do it again.
Funny. Yeah, that's great.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Guidance.
All right, guidance and inspiration. All
There
right.
you go.
Nice. Okay, now Cracker, let's give her the old heave ho.
Heave ho all the way up.
Yep, you're getting the help action from Charlotte.
Yep.
All right, well done. So, yeah, this time she goes flying through the window almost as fast and smoothly as Byleth had. Zenith ends up in the same place right next to Byleth. A little bit worse for wear, but otherwise she's still there. All right. So we've got Feyre and Delin left.
You're first, so I can
Oh.
guide.
Okay.
A little nervous.
Be fine. I got you.
You do have inspiration if you want to use it.
Yeah. Do I have 2? Because I had already gotten one.
No, inspiration. You can only ever have 1 point of inspiration.
Well,
0
then
or
I-
1. Those are the choices.
I guess I'll use it.
Yes. This
How
is a
do
good
I
time to
do
use
that?
it. Well, you just say you're using it, and then you can roll with advantage, which means you roll 2d20s. Now, mechanically on the sheet, the way that Yvonne and Daria have done it is on the top of the sheet, in the middle section above your hit points and armor class, there are some buttons that have advantage, normal, disadvantage. You just click it on advantage. But if you forget, that's fine. You did great. Okay.
There you go.
If you ever forget, just roll one and then roll another one. So 21 is excellent. Cracker? All right.
A little harder.
So despite being really small, for some reason she seems a lot heavier than she looks. Uh,
So the sass.
could be all those good berries she's been snarfling. Okay, but you managed to haul her up in 2 tries, and she eventually gets to the top. And Delin.
Ashley first.
Oh, right,
She's
Ashley.
going to join us.
Ashley says, I think it would be wiser if I just tied the rope around my waist and then I don't have to hold on to it. And she ties the rope around her waist and under her armpits, and she gives Cracker a tug,
And up she comes.
and she just goes sailing right up. And when she gets to the top, she steps out of the little lasso that she made for herself, and she looks at Zanice and says, well, I suppose we all learned the hard way at one point or another.
Yeah. No invisibility.
I can make myself invisible.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's like Zanice has got like her hit list. Drinkle at number 1, but Ashley coming up fast on number 3 at the stage.
Yeah.
Rest in
Or-
peace, Drinkle.
All right, Delin.
I'm gonna do the same as Ashley. Tie it around my waist.
All right, so no roll for you, just a roll for Cracker.
And up
All
you
right.
come.
Whee! All right, so you're all upstairs in the control area. Sorry, did you want to say something, Henrietta?
No.
Okay.
Fine.
Everybody okay there?
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. You're all upstairs in what appears to be a control booth. You have the 2 staircases, this one that's going straight down in the back, and then another one that curves off to the right as you're looking towards the back of the room, generally in the direction of Megara.
Zanice, can you read?
Or yes, there's a lot of buttons and things on the wall.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Anything in particular you want to read?
Just from left to right.
Okay. So most of the buttons and levers on the control panels seem to be related to various functioning parts in the forge. Although, what's Zanice's background again?
Sage.
Sage, right. Doesn't she have like an ability to know things? Oh no, that's you can find something out in a library or something. Yeah, so you can read the Dwarvish, but just see if you can interpret what it actually means. You want to try investigation? Or
Okay.
insight, maybe?
Guidance.
Okay, guidance. Well done, Henrietta.
So insight.
Okay, insight.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
There are some words they recognize. Several of the other ones use more heat, less heat, and there's a couple of buttons on either side. There seem to be 2 levers that are one is a lever that moves either closer to you as you pull it or further away from you as you push it, and another one moves left to right. And you suspect this may be some set of controls for something. And you can see out over the forge area, aside from the rails that the chains that tied up Hotbeard to the ceiling are connected to, there are other rails, and you can see various large pieces of machinery or objects such as casting pots or various containers, presumably for molten metals or lava or something else, that seem to run on these rails, and you suspect that that may be something that is controlled by some levers similar to this.
Okay, I'm gonna translate that and tell that to
Okay.
everyone.
And on the wall, the boxes are what appear to be work schedules. There are names of dwarves, and some of the boxes have words or dwarven numbers in them, and they seem to indicate shift changes.
Do I see name of Rick anywhere?
Name of who?
Rick.
Oh, Rick. No, Rick the roller is not on there. Rick is in number 2 position. Number 4 probably, right?
Number 2.
Really? It's
Yeah.
not it's not the Veer?
No, not yet.
Okay.
At least.
Not yet. Oh, okay. All right, so what else do you want to do?
For now, finish my long rest.
Okay. Ashley says, it might be a good idea to pull the rope up.
Then do it.
Yeah, I'll pull the rope up.
Okay. Do you leave it attached?
Yeah, like we're not leaving the room just yet, right? I'm just thinking it would be nice if we escape in the other direction as well quickly, rather than jumping out the window.
Well, Zenise has already done it once, so she's fine.
Believe I can fly. Yeah. We'll leave it attached just for now. Is that all right with everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we can throw it down if we need to.
If you needed to, I would let you Misty Step half of the way down and then just fall the remaining 30 feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to complete your long rest. Anything else you're going to do? There's the banging of Hotbeard. There's the clanging and singing, incessant dwarven singing from the other side of the door. It must be really loud if you can hear them through the door.
Can I see if there are any weapons lying around?
There were lots of semi-finished items around the forge where Hotbeard was working, and also further back. The further towards the door, or the closer you got towards the door that you came through, the main door, the more finished the weapons looked. There were some piles of dwarven axes. Nothing really fancy, just sort of very serviceable. And they're all finished on the metal side, but they hadn't been finished completely. So none of them were completed weapons, like with leather bindings for grips or anything. But up here, this is a control room. There's not really anything that looks like a useful weapon. There are chairs, things that you can improvise, but not a sword. So you guys taking your long rest finally?
Yep.
Anything else?
Shattered.
You're shattered. Not as shattered as Zenise, I think.
All her bones.
She literally broke a hip. Okay, so yes, so you complete your long rest. The dwarves do not seem to get through the door before you guys do. Hotbeard, of course, continues his clanging away. He did ask what you wanted him to do. Should he keep going since the dwarves were working on it? But you made it clear that he's supposed to keep going, and that's conditioned to his getting set free. And he now thinks, well, what other choice does he have, really? In for a penny, in for a pound. You all awaken, refreshed. Some of you have picked up a few new abilities or skills or spells, and you are in the control room. I guess you just sort of sacked out on the floor wherever you could, huh? Maybe one of you sat in a chair or something. All right, who wants to press some buttons, walk downstairs, walk down tunnels?
I say we send Ivy first. Down the stairs.
There were 2, right?
So there's one flight of there's 2 tunnels out of the room. One of them is a flight of stairs downstairs, and one is a tunnel that curves away. And now that you're in the room, you can see that it curves away into what appears to be a door at the end of sort of 100 feet. And it's all on the same level. It doesn't curve. It doesn't go down or up
Which way?
towards Megara.
Okay, so this way.
So you can go down that tunnel, but it stops at a door. There are no offshoots.
Uh-huh.
There might be
Then
a tunnel to the other balcony or what you can call it.
I'd go, or I'd say to Ivy that she. Oh, I'm also gonna give her a treat so that she doesn't hate me. And
She doesn't
then
hate
I'm
you, but
going
now she's
to.
starting to look at Delin like, why the fuck am I being sent out on suicide missions now by this one? She's not even my master.
No, she's a friend. Everything's good.
Easy for you to
Um,
say. You're not the one dying every time.
I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, it would be, I think, easier to check out the way without a door first.
Okay.
The one leading to Megara, kind of.
Okay.
I'll send Ivy on a mission.
She just looks at you. She blinks one eye, then she blinks the other eye, then she rotates her head almost all the way around, and then she looks back at you. And then
You
she
can do
slowly
this.
flies off. And deep down inside, even though she's not deliberately trying to send you a message, because you have that special telepathic link, you can sense she's thinking, I fucking hate this job.
Oh.
As Ivy flies down and you keep looking through her eyes, she reaches a point where you can no longer see through her eyes. But a few minutes later, she comes back and tells you telepathically, there's a large room with water.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna tell that to the party. Large room with water.
We should
Maybe
probably go
that's.
there.
Yeah. Maybe that's the room.
Let's go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Lead
Right.
the way,
Final.
Violet.
Quick decision. You walk down the stairs and you come out into this area, which is both incredibly humid because of the ambient heat that still comes in from the forge area, but also surprisingly serene. Although you can still hear the sound of Hotbeard working on the chains, it's so far and distant that it just sounds like a very gentle pinging. And in the middle of this room is a large, what appears to be a fountain that's literally just gleaming and sparkling with all the reflections of various firelights and torches bouncing off the surface. And it's a very gentle, peaceful place. Over here by the fire sconce, there is also what appears to be a few levers, and the rest of the room has what appear to be small alcoves with each, and inside each alcove is a little statuette. Zanice will recognize these as dwarven idols. She doesn't necessarily know who they all are, but she recognizes Moradin, who is the most famous, and he's the father of the dwarven pantheon of gods.
What do we do? Just put the fire out?
I think. Can I cast Destroy Water?
You can try.
Okay.
Are you telling everybody you're doing this? Or are you just gonna?
I guess I'll share. I'll be like, should I destroy the water?
Oh,
Shrug.
it isn't a lot of water that you're going to destroy, so I don't know if it will have an effect,
Or we can
and
all
it will
take a
use
bath.
your spells. Yeah, we can all take a bath. Refreshing, being in that lava pit for some time.
Yeah, I mean, it does look pretty inviting for those of you who like to take baths.
Uh,
You go first and tell me what the water's like.
detect magic, anyone?
Oh, do I have that? Okay. I'll use detect magic, but I'll use my special. Where is it?
Oh, your
Is it this one?
quill? Your whatever, your thing,
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
ability.
the thing that lets me just. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
What's it called?
Awaken Spellbook. So
Excellent.
I don't have to spend 10 minutes. I can just. Oof. Cast it.
Nice. Awesome.
Detect magic.
Okay, your awakened spell book kicks in. You immediately start detecting magic within 30 feet.
Oh.
So within 30 feet of you.
Oh, wait, I move as well.
I was gonna say. The only thing that pings off is all your party members. The idols themselves don't have any magic. Oh, okay. So as you get close to the fountain itself, this whole pool of water is magical,
Well, pool is magical, guys.
and it indicates summoning magic.
It's summoning.
And we don't want it to summon.
No.
Maybe you should destroy the water after all.
Yeah, but I don't think the spell is powerful enough to destroy all the water.
Oh.
And we have to use our kind of spells to do it. It's not a cantrip, so I think we should be careful with using more spells than we need. Because there will be a fight, one way or another. Is there a kind of a, I don't know what you call it in English, but kind of a plug that you can drain out the water?
It's a giant bathtub.
Yeah, might be.
I mean, it kind of looks like a plug in the middle with a chain attached to it.
Yeah, can we investigate it?
Sure. Now, in order to investigate something, you have to physically interact with it. So you have to touch it.
Okay.
Let me just move back a bit.
I'm going to follow her. This is Moxie all over again.
Everybody, well, it's different because Susan was an experienced player and she still did this shit.
Yeah.
Anna's never played before, so she hasn't quite learned the consequences of her actions. But that's why we love her.
Yeah.
Well,
She has
does
to learn
anybody
sometime.
have like mage hand or something?
Ooh, yes, mage hand.
That sounds good.
Fun,
I
Violet.
don't. I'm not as cool as as Charlotte with a. No, it doesn't take 1 minute. I can do it for 1 minute.
Yeah, you can do it for a minute. So what are you going to do with your mage hand?
I am going to investigate. Well,
Oh, well,
I
the
mean-
mage hand isn't enough to investigate something. You have to do it with your, because the mage hand doesn't have sensory inputs, right?
I mean,
Maybe
I'm
you can, like,
definitely going to move the mage hand here.
Touch the water.
And okay. I'll do whatever Feyre says. I'm gonna touch the water with my mage hand.
So you're just breaking the surface tension of the water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Is anybody else going to do anything?
I'm just gonna stand and watch the water to see if I can
Oh
see
my
it.
god.
Why is he pulling up the
I'm
turnover
gonna move up a little
checker?
bit. I'm just gonna move up a little bit.
No, it's too late now. You guys already
Damn.
started. Did anybody remember? Does anybody remember me asking specifically?
Yeah,
Is anybody doing
I
anything?
know.
Nah.
Nothing
I
yet.
don't remember that either.
I had a feeling this was happening, so.
Yeah. There you go.
I had a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. All right, so who else? Feyre and
Really good. I prepared ice knife.
Oh,
Water elementals.
Daria.
That's so helpful.
I'm so sorry.
What
Don't
are
they
you
just
doing,
melt it?
Daria?
Daria. I don't know what's going on.
She's just getting all her bad rolls out now. It's all good.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can
gonna-
select my totem token.
You can't move your token?
No.
My next move is gonna be to push Cracker into the water.
Can you
so-
move this one?
Great.
Okay, so Yvonne like, wait, I should be in front.
Yeah.
So as you break the plane of the water, two large creatures, well, the water itself bubbles and foams and suddenly starts to rise out of the pool. And two of these creatures made of water apparently appear. Let's see. I'd like somebody to roll for them, not Daria.
Well, it's Daria's turn, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I really think it's her turn.
She hasn't had a chance
Roll for
to.
the enemy.
I
Yeah.
agree.
She's been so quiet.
Yeah.
Let's see who rolled highest. Hannah, you can roll highest. You can roll again for the water
Okay.
elementals.
Just like D20.
Yeah, unless Laura wants to use her portent.
Not this time.
I'm
Just
just trying
one
to
or
give you a
two.
chance. Just one's fine. All right, well, nice average roll. Okay, so technically they're actually going to go almost last. Daria, Zanice gets to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time. Maybe next time.
Oh, so sorry, Daria. This has been a tough one for you. But I'm sure you're going to make it up with some fantastic attack rolls later. So let's start with Thera, who had the smart idea of having somebody else use their mage hand to set off the traps. What would Thera like to do?
Okay. So that's not working.
Okay, so I'm going to let you come back into the turn order in a bit. You sort yourself out. Okay?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. Henrietta?
I've used my Thunder Wave spell a couple of times before. Do I know if that does damage to objects as well?
I think you can post it in the chat. I think it tells you that. I think it does do damage, doesn't it?
Well, it says that it moves
Well, post it in
object
the
that
chat.
isn't secure. That's it.
So what are you trying to do?
I was thinking if I do a Thunder Wave. Let's see. I need my measurement over here and try to kind of hit the one in the middle as well. This one. To try and damage it.
Yeah, Thunderwave will damage an object if that was your question.
Yeah.
If an object can be damaged, Thunderwave can do it. Yeah.
Okay. So,
So generally speaking, spells that do damage can damage objects unless there's a reason why they can't. You won't necessarily know what this hit points are or the armor class, but there's something there that I keep in my mind. So
so I'm going to do that and try also to push back these two and do damage to that one.
Okay, can you get both of them at the same time?
I don't know. I need to measure. It's a 15-foot cube.
I don't think you can get the second one. I think he's too far out. But you can get one of them and the central node.
If I move here, can I get both?
I feel like they're too far for you to get both of them.
15 foot.
Oh, are they? Okay, well, hang on. Let me just, I'm sure you're right. Let me just check something.
45.
Why is it not doing it?
Can you see my measurements?
Yes, I can see them.
Yeah.
So you have to do it from a corner. So you're the corner. That's what originating from you is supposed to mean.
Okay.
So you could stand here.
Sure. Doesn't matter if I can get.
Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking of the other one. No, you can do that's fine. I'm thinking of that. What spell? I'm thinking of the other spell that does a corner. Yeah, you'll get all of them. That's fine.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your attacks or the saves rather.
First the attack and then the save. Let's see, Thunder Wave. Let's see, let's do it at second level.
Wow. You big bully. The water goes flying everywhere.
Yep. And 2d20. Freaking fructy fruck. Sorry.
Tried to be- Henrietta, honestly.
Sorry. Well, it wasn't swearing, just replacement words.
It sounded like swearing to me. Okay, all right. So neither of them gets pushed back. They do seem to be affected by the thunder damage. You can see the water ripple across their bodies. And the central node is also, there's like a clanging sound, the water washes over it. You can see that there's some sort of deformity that is visible, like a dent in some of the metallic parts of that structure. I'm just going to keep a note for myself.
And then. Ta-da.
All right, very good. Byleth.
I would like to cast Chromatic Orb on on this guy, I guess. With icy.
Mhm.
And
This one?
hope that it hits. Yeah, this one.
Okay. And
Mhm.
you're attacking it with cold damage?
With cold damage, yeah.
Okay. Wow, 25. Well, that's definitely gonna hit. Well done. And as you hit it with the chromatic orb, which explodes upon contact, you see sections of the water freeze.
Coolly.
Anything else for
Alright.
Byleth?
Yeah. I would like to move a bit to the back. Also Freka through. Well, okay.
Pushing Charlotte in front just to give her a taste of her own medicine.
Yeah. Charlotte, shield me.
Okay.
Now's your moment.
Misty, step
Okay.
this bitch.
Violet wouldn't say such a thing.
All right. Cracker. Oh, by the way, is Ashley with you? I forgot.
No, she stayed down, didn't she?
I guess.
She
No, she
came up with
came up.
us.
Did she
She
come
came
up?
up
Oh
with
yeah,
you,
she
but-
did.
Yeah.
Because
but
she
she-
tied
did
herself
she-
around.
Yeah.
Oh, probably with us. I don't know.
Yeah. Why would she stay?
Yeah.
I mean, would she even do anything if she was here?
So
Yeah,
the
she
mechanic
just-
is, I'll let you guys use an NPC, but you have to use your action and your turn basically in order to have the NPC do it. So in order to avoid somebody, because I don't want you guys fighting over who's going to use the NPC to do something, I don't want to screw up the action economy. If there's an NPC in your party or more than one NPC, you can order the NPC to do something, but that'll be your turn. Yeah?
Mhm.
I think that's fair. Okay, so Ashley's with you. I'm just going to go grab her. You go ahead and tell me what you're doing there, Yvonne.
Can I share a square right here on the corner?
You can't share a square with saber-tooth tiger Delin.
Okay. So I have to be back here, or I have to be. Ah, this is really tricky. But I
Yeah,
can pass through her square and go this way. I guess I'm gonna have to go here.
her
I was
big
gonna
furry
attack the other
butt
one.
definitely takes a lot of space.
I forgot to move.
Shove your butt over, and I go over here. In a rage, slightly recklessly. Okay, I'm completely recklessly attacking.
Lightly
Feeling really stressed about this. And I take a swing at that guy right here. And I whiff it. And I take another swing. Oh man,
Used all your good rolls on the athletic
Aw.
check.
I know. Well, at least I didn't draw for anybody, I guess. It's something.
Okay, so yeah, they kind of slice through, I guess, and you don't really get any purchase.
My
You
axe
kind of
looks cleaner.
your axe looks a little cleaner. You wonder if maybe somehow hot beard damaged your axe at all. Maybe that's the only explanation,
Damn it.
right? Clearly, because
Yeah.
it can't be that you missed, right?
That
He must
guy.
have done something to your beard.
That guy.
All right, Cracker's done. Charlotte.
shall use my amazing magic missile.
No.
But I'll use my awakened spellbook to make it ice.
Oh, wow, cool. So why don't you read that little special ability so everybody can see what it is?
So it is when you cast a wizard spell with a spell slot, you can temporarily replace its damage type with a type that appears in another spell in your spellbook, which magically alters the spell's formula for this casting only. The latter spell must be of the same level as the spell slot you expend.
Excellent. And do you have a
I have
cold?
chromatic orb.
Okay, that'll work. Yep. Excellent.
Do we have
Yay.
another
So who-
diamond?
So which one are you? Oh yeah, do you have a second diamond?
Wait, do I need to have a diamond? I'm not actually casting orb, am I? I'm just stealing it.
That's true. That's true. I will allow it. So that's well done, you. See, this is what happens when you read stuff.
I love reading.
Yes, good. We want you to read more. So which one did you say you're attacking? The one that's already been iced up or the second one?
This one.
The one that's already been hit.
Mhm.
Okay.
I want to kill it.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
That's good.
Okay, Sophie.
Phew.
In your own time, feel free to roll
Phew.
your attacks. Yep.
Phew.
Wee.
Wow. 14
Wow.
points.
Wow.
Wow.
Impressed.
Okay.
Meowing from Dillian.
Yeah. The cat goes.
Wow.
As the ice like whizzes past her face, like, wow.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, all three strike it unerringly. The ice also forms in the area where the cold damage takes root. You're not sure that it did anything incremental in terms of icing it up, but the damage from the spell itself is clear. But it doesn't look like it's not blood, but it doesn't look like it's that bad off either. So you think maybe you guys are making progress, but there may be some way to go still. Hannah, how are we doing?
We're good.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast All the Dead Injured.
Oh, go. All right. Go ahead and roll his save. Which one are you attacking?
The hold on.
Iced one or the non-iced one?
The iced one.
They're both injured, so
And then, yeah.
okay.
And then save is
Okay, yeah. And the peal of necrotic bells goes off in the small chamber, and you see the actual body of this water elemental shake visibly, and bits of water just sort of collapse back into the pool. I'm going to have you go back in your normal turn, so that was basically just sort of delaying or taking a delay in your attack. The elementals will now go. This one is going to move into the same space as Cracker and Delin. And they actually can stay in the same space, so it's going to stay there. And it is going to try to overwhelm both of you with water. I would like a DC 15 strength saving throw from each of you. Sorry, just a strength saving throw. I shouldn't have told you DC. That's fine.
That's all
Okay,
right. Thanks. I'm not as
Oh.
clean as you
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, okay. So Delin does not make the save. Delin will take 13 points of bludgeoning. You don't take anything there, Yvonne.
Yeah, you have to roll again. Sorry. I was recklessly attacking.
This is a
Or I have
save.
to roll. Wait, do I roll again?
It's a saving throw, so it
Is it
doesn't
saving
matter.
throw? Okay.
It's okay. Yeah. But thank you for trying to be honest.
Trying.
No, thank you for being honest.
So funny.
No, it was good. I appreciate it. It will grapple Delin, because it did damage to Delin. So you are now grappled. Okay. And it will move out of the way. I can do this without screwing it up. I'm going to put you over here, or it over there. And this one is going to move crosswise and I'm going to put it this way just so we can see it clearly. And it's going to do the same thing the first one did. Both of you can roll saves again. Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay. So Delin is grappled by the second one. Not that it makes that much difference. And you're also, Delin, going to take another 13 points of bludgeoning damage. So just to be clear, whilst you're grappled, you're not just grappled, you're restrained, and you're also unable to breathe because you're drowning. Okay? All right, Daria, your turn.
So if Dalin is grappled, can I target that one that grapples her without damaging her?
Yes.
Okay. So
Well, you can target it. You don't necessarily know if it's going to damage her until you've done it. But you can target it.
I'm gonna target both of them with
Okay.
Firebolt.
Okay. So it's a twin spell. So you've actually got two spells. You're going to attack both of them?
No, it's not two spells. It's just another person or target.
Right. Sorry. So you're attacking both of them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So the second one is going to hit.
Okay.
So it's going to hit the one that isn't technically grappling her, which is the first one, confusingly. Okay, and that's a fire bolt. And yes, it does seem to have some effect. You see some steam rise out of it. Little bits of water appear. A little small hole appears as well. Well done. And we're going to start at the top of the order again for Feyre.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast let me check. Okay. I'm gonna go over to I'm gonna move closer to Delin. Like here. And then I'm
Aggressive.
going
Right
to
up in the
cast.
butt cheeks of the two water elementals, basically.
Yeah, but I'm gonna cast cure wounds on Delin
Okay.
if I can.
So yes, so you are not able to target her because she's completely surrounded by
Engulfed.
water.
Okay.
Yeah, engulfed by water. Thank you. Thank you for
Then can
the
I destroy
non-native
the
English
water?
speaker reminding the English speaker how to use
Sorry.
vocabulary. No, yeah, I'm struggling because I'm tired, but well done you. I was laughing at the irony of it. Sorry, Hannah, you were saying.
So then can I destroy the water that's grappling her?
Yeah, post the spell. Can you just remind me how that spell works?
Okay. I'm not sure if this is gonna work because we had issues last time. Oh, it might actually be working.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay. Okay, so it's a great idea. It is technically not a damage dealing spell. So it's not going to have an effect on the water elemental, but you learned a lesson. It doesn't work on water
Okay.
elementals.
Cool. Can I run away now?
Well, now you're within range of their attacks. So
Okay.
if you didn't want to get that close, then I'll let you not get that close. Because you didn't need to be that close for create or destroy water.
Yeah.
So, but just in general, keep in mind, if you're up in melee range, which means you're literally next to somebody, if you try to move away from them, you either need to use an action to disengage, which means they can't attack you then, But most of the time, if you're just going to
Okay.
move away, they have this thing called an opportunity attack. It's like you turn around, you run away, they hit you in the back, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you can move away if you want, wherever your distance allows you to go. That's it. You don't have to
Yep.
stay on the stairs either, just for everybody. I'm sure you guys realize you can move off to the sides here. Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Delin, well done. Good try.
I am. If I attack while drowning, how much do I take off my kind of holding my breath? I know that spells does it because you have to verbalize something, but can I hold my breath and attack without taking a gulp of water?
Yeah. As long as you're not verbalizing and obviously using your mouth, you can. Oh, you mean biting?
No, I'm going to use my claw.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Just
I think you can
okay.
hold your breath for a total number of like just 1 minute plus your constitution modifier.
Yeah, so it's 3 minutes, so I should be okay with that from a tiger. So I'm going to claw the one that's holding me.
Okay.
Well, try to. Ooh, 19.
Ooh, nice.
Well, you're restrained.
Yeah, so I have disadvantage.
Right. Okay, right. So you rolled with disadvantage. Right. Okay, very good. 19, 8 points. Wow. Okay,
And it's
well
magical
done.
because my claws are magical.
All right, all right. Settle down there, tough guy. Uh, well done, well done, Henrietta. Okay, very good. Anything else for Delin? You're gonna stay engulfed?
Well, I have to use my action to get out, I guess.
Yeah.
So not this time.
Okay.
I'm just slicing at his innards.
Okay. All right. So that'll be Violet's turn.
Uh-huh. Which one was the one that I damaged? That was this one, right? They're all kind of the same.
Oh, that's so racist. That's so elementalist.
There's just so many things like
All
at
elementals
the
look the
same time.
same. That is so horrible. I cannot it's the
Are they
21st century,
distinguishable?
Laura.
Here we go.
Well, they're gonna be dead anyway, so and
It's that kind of retrograde thinking that keeps humanity in its self-imposed bonds of mental slavery. I don't know where that's coming from. Sorry. Probably low
gonna
blood
open a
sugar.
political party.
Yeah.
I'm elementalist and I'm proud.
You'll have to call it the Greens. Oh.
Yeah.
Which one did you attack? I don't know. What did you attack with again?
With chromatic orb cold. I mean, it should be the
It was
one that
this one.
has
No,
more.
it's this one.
Okay. Then I will attack it again
Okay.
with the same thing.
Okay.
With chromatic orb cold.
Okay.
And hope it.
Wow.
I would say that hits.
Yeah. You guys are, I mean, you guys
Haha.
are getting through
Take
it.
that.
And it freezes again a little bit. It did melt briefly when it did its attacks, but then it froze again.
Is that also the one?
It's grappling
Having
Henriette.
grappling Henrietta.
Delin.
Delin.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Okay. So I still have my familiar with me. And I guess it goes on my turn, right? Normally.
Normally it should have its own, but we've just been hand
Yeah.
waving it
So
and just to keep it simple. So yeah,
okay.
I'll get you an Ivy.
So I would like to command Ivy to kind of her glasses are so funny. To distract this guy. So that maybe
Which
I
one? The
mean
one that you just
basically
did?
the one grappling Dylan so that
Okay.
I could give her the help action when trying to free herself.
Okay. So are you
Because
giving her Delin the help action?
yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Okay. Or you
by
could give anybody the help
distracting.
action to try to free her.
Well, I feel like, with distracting him, that
Okay.
would
Okay.
kind of imply that he's distracted while anybody tries to help her.
Well, I'm just asking if you want to be specific, because you may have a
No,
specific
I would,
reason for wanting Delin
yeah,
to do it. Okay.
I would just,
So it's an
help anybody help her.
open-ended help action.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so Cracker, speaking of open-ended, I don't know. What?
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 I let out a ripper, and I'm gonna rage attack with some recklessness there because
A
I'm recklessly
ripper?
farting. And here we go.
Fart of frustration.
There you
Well
go.
done, yeah.
Gross.
26, that'll hit. Which one were you attacking?
Oh, the one right in front of me. I can't reach the other one.
Okay. That's true. Okay, so you attack that one. Yes,
And
that will.
one more. Hold on. There we go.
Ooh, there you go.
2 attacks. How's that?
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
good.
Feel my rage.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's about it.
You're not restrained, but it is sharing your space. So you
Oh,
can move
well, I
if
can
you
take a
want to.
5-step back here. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Actually, you should have been pushed back, but it's fine. Charlotte,
Magic missile. Ice again.
which one? First, sorry, which one are you attacking?
The one that Byleth didn't attack. Is it this one?
Okay. It's less damaged, if that's what I'm asking. There's one that's more heavily damaged and one that's less heavily damaged.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, less heavily damaged. Okay.
Pew. Pew. Pew.
Wow. That's 2 in a row there for you. Finger guns.
Nice
All
finger
right.
guns.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Anything else for Charlotte?
I'll move back a little bit.
Okay. Okay, so they get to go. Delin is restrained, and she's basically engulfed, so she won't actually be able to do the opportunity attack on the one that's moving away, because that's not the one restraining her. And it moves into your space, all 3 of you. Now, it's only going to attack 2 of you at the same time. So I'm not sure which one it'll be that gets. So let's say, let's each roll a d20, you 3, and whoever has the highest doesn't get the attack. You're spared.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Wow. All right. Well, if
I
you're gonna
can
be,
take it.
if you're gonna avoid it, the 20 is the way to go. Well done, Hannah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have the other 2 please give us a strength saving throw each.
Just
Bunch of wizards.
I'll use my inspiration.
Look at this.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Boop.
Okay. You still
15.
have guidance on, which means that does not count, right?
No, it's the pearl.
Oh, it's the pearl. Okay, right.
Mm.
So that'll make it.
Thank God.
So you don't take any damage and you're not grappled.
I kiss the pearl.
You kiss the pearl. Charlotte, of course, does not have a pearl to kiss. So you're going to take 13 bludgeoning, and you are grappled and drowning, which means if you cast a spell and it has a verbal component, you will immediately start really drowning. So you're literally going to start taking hit point damage, but otherwise you can hold your breath. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, Delin is still drowning, and you will automatically take another 13 points of grappling damage. And it will also get a chance to attack, and it will attack Cracker twice.
Yay.
So, yay! Daria and Hannah, would you like to each roll a d20?
You got to know.
Okay.
2 d20s.
Ooh.
Nice.
Actually, yeah, Daria, you should roll 2 because it's
Mhm.
disadvantage or advantage for her.
Thank you.
Doesn't change
All
anything.
right. Well, this time it doesn't. So that'll be 13 on the first one. You can cut that in half. And the second one's gonna be, let's call it 18. And you can cut that in half as well.
Okay.
And that'll be their turn. So Daria.
Can
Sorry, I should change that to Zanice. Yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
Can I try to pull out Charlotte?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so it's strength check.
Save
Or,
me.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
so strength check or saving throw?
Yeah, it's a strength athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. 16.
Okay. That is successful.
Hey.
And Charlotte. Oh, well, you can't reach Charlotte because she's on the other side. I apologize.
No.
She just gets turned around like she's inside a large tumble dryer. You can do that for Byleth. I'll let you do that for Byleth.
But Byleth isn't grappled?
She is grappled. They're both grappled.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Byleth isn't grappled. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna.
But you could do it if you just move here. It's fine. I'll just let.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Just keep it simple. Yep. She pops out like a newborn foal, all covered in goop.
And I missed a step away.
Oh, right. Nice. Do you want to go further? I feel like that's not really 30 feet. 30 feet would be like all the way to there. Yeah. Okay. Nice. All right. Well done, Daria.
You saved me.
Feyre. You guys okay for
Okay.
time? It's 12:04. So
I can't for much longer.
okay, we'll just finish off this. Should we stop here? I mean, we can stop here.
Yeah, we can stop here. Yeah.
Okay. So let's just stop here because otherwise it'll take like another 15 minutes just to get through one round. So we'll stop here. We'll pick up next week. I'm sorry we didn't quite finish at the exact right moment, but hopefully you guys had fun. I personally enjoyed I personally enjoyed watching you guys really wrestle with the moral quandary of debating whether or not to free somebody, but potentially unleash havoc. Keep your word, break your word. I love that quote by Delin. The fact that we're willing to break our word on this one tells you something about how we keep our promises. Zanice falling on her backside, and just like, shit happens, whatever. Well done, everybody. Thank you very much. And feel free to message me if you have any questions or concerns about your character sheet or anything. Have a wonderful week, everybody. I'll see you next Sunday.
You too.
You
Bye.
too.
That's
Thanks.
fine.
Bye.
Bye-bye.